Joining me now at a very damp and drizzly Edgar Street is the Hereford manager, Peter Beadle. That has to be the correct decision by the referee, surely.
Yeah, without doubt. I don't think there was any. As the half wore on, you could see certainly down the flanks the ball was starting to drag. Players were running past the ball and leaving it behind. So you had an inkling that this was going to go down. I mean, like I said, the ground staff had done phenomenal to get the game on to start with. Because I mean, I know obviously early in the week that Meadow End was quite wet, underwater by about an inch. So to get the game on at any cost today was a great effort. But unfortunately, we have no control over the weather, and it's just beaten us today for a change. Which, like I said, it's the first one. So to get to where we are, all the games have been called off, and this be our first one. It's credit to the people that look after this pitch.
And you must have been impressed by the way that Leicester took the game to Hereford today.
Yeah, we knew what was coming. We've had a look, we've seen them, we've had a few reports on them from other people, and like I said, so they didn't surprise us in any way. So, but actually, when you see them face to face and you watch what they've got, we knew it was always going to be a tough game anyway. And they've got some fantastic players, as have we, and they're top of their league, as are we, and they're having a very good run, as are we. So it was always going to be a great game. And the players didn't disappoint. I thought both teams went about it excellent. They were exceptional. Some of the attacking play was great. Some of the goals were really good. As I just said then, we've had 90 minutes of action in 45 minutes. 2 penalties, another penalty claim, and almost a sending off. A penalty saved, 4 goals. It's all in 45 minutes. So and that's credit to both teams and the way they've gone about their business today and how they've gone about their business all season.
And ahead of kick-off, the talk was about Jamie Willits being on the bench. Was that purely because he's been rested, or had you looked at the opposition?
No, it was purely a rest. Like I said last week, I think last week was the first time Jamie had looked tired. And as I said last week, Jamie's played 27, 28 games on the trot for a big club. And then with that comes not only the physical but the emotional side of it as well. And I think for the first time last weekend, it had taken its toll. He looked a bit tired. So, like I said, we've got more than capable players sat there waiting. And like I said, who now make my job tough because they're all doing so well. Nathan's come back in and done great. Ryan has done great every week. Jimmy's been fantastic. Joel's been fantastic. So so it makes my job great but tough. But yeah, purely for a rest. He's been phenomenal since he's come here. He's been fantastic, and it's important that we look after him as well. We don't want to, despite his looks, he's only a young boy. He's only a young man at 23, and we need to look after them all. Make sure they're fresh and ready. And we got a huge amount of games coming up, some really big games coming up. So we need to make sure everybody's fresh and ready. So that was the reason why.
From a manager's position, do you feel sort of robbed in a way that the victory that you look to be on the way towards has been taken away from you?
No, not at all. I think it was. There was certainly. I could put my house on it. There was going to be more goals in the game with the way both teams played. So it would have made for a really interesting second half. And like I said, we want to do well in this competition, but it's not our bread and butter. Bread and butter starts again next weekend. And like I said, either way, the way the game had gone, it was going to be a fantastic game. And we had 45 minutes of fantastic attacking football from both teams. And like I said, I'm sure both teams will go about it in a very similar manner the next time we play again. So I don't feel robbed. I mean, like I said, they had a few chances as well. They hit the bar, missed a penalty. We had a few chances ourselves, So like I said, if everyone had put away every single good chance that both teams had, it could have been 6-4 at half time. So so like I said, so I don't feel robbed at all because anything could have happened in the second half.
Having seen what you've seen, how much will that help you when the game does actually get?
It'll help both teams because obviously we've had a taster now of it's actually seeing them in the flesh up front in front of us, and the same for them. So like I said, it'll be interesting to see how both teams go about the next game, whether they'll change it, whether we'll change, or whether we'll go the same and see how we go again. But like I said, I think the way they're set up and the way we're set up is, I don't think there'll be too many changes. I think it will just be another excellent an excellent game.
We're looking across the pitch now, and there's lots and lots of standing water. Could you see this game taking place as early as Tuesday?
I don't know. I mean, we never know what the weather's like. I mean, like I said, we've been lucky to get all the games we've had at home on, and like I said, and that's credit to the ground staff here, to Graham, because I remember his name this week, and to Ben, and like I said, so with the weather and how the wind can blow end to end, and if the rain stops tonight, who knows? We've got all of the rest of today, all of tomorrow, all of Monday, all of whether they'll arrange it that quickly or not, I don't know. I mean, for me, I'd have thought the best thing would be a week on Tuesday. But then obviously a week on Tuesday, if the weather continues to be bad, cuts things fine, because obviously 10 days after that you've got the next round. So it will cut it fine, but we'll get it in when we get it in. As you know, we can't do nothing about it. The weather's the weather, and we have no control over that.
And you've got Sporting Hulsa and Alvechurch, two vitally important games in the Midland Football League in amongst that.
We look at, like I said January. I said January is a very exciting month for us. We've had Wolfrunians last week, which we knew was going to be tough. We've had a fantastic game today against a team who were top of their league, which was always going to be tough. We go to Kelso next week, it's going to be tough. We go to Alvechurch coming here in 2 weeks after that, it's going to be tough. But it's a fantastic to look forward to. These are the games we want to be involved in. These are the ones the players want to play in. And like I said, last weekend we dug in and we got ourselves through the game. Today we've shown what we're about again today. So far every challenge is being put in front of us. The lads are being great and they're standing up to every challenge. And next weekend will pose a different one, as will the weekend after. But like I said, at the moment all we can do is affect what we do and not worry about them. And like I said, it's going to take a good team to beat us. And like I said, and if we're on our day, they're going to have to be the same. So like I said, we just got to make sure we keep doing what we're doing.
And the draw will be made on Monday for the last 16, as it were, of the bars. So you'll be looking forward to that, no doubt.
I mean, sometimes it's always nice to know who you've got in the next round. Obviously, everyone will be plumbing for a home draw again. It's nice to be playing at home. But sometimes it can also be something in the back of your mind. I remember here a couple of seasons ago with the youth team going to Bournemouth, knowing that the winners had Man City away in the next round. It's hard to focus for the players. It was hard, certainly for them young men at the time. It was hard for them to focus on the game properly, knowing how big a plum tie we had going in the next round if we could get through. So is it, like I said, it makes no difference. We just got a big task ahead of us now to get the game back on and to get through this tie first, and then we'll worry about the one after that.
Thanks very much for your time.
No worries.